Greetings, graduates, family, and friends. My name is Charo Flores. I'm the Vice President of Student Services. And on behalf of the Board of Trustees, administration, staff, and faculty of Wenatchee Valley College, it is my pleasure to welcome you officially to WVC's 2021 commencement. We're excited for the graduating class and honored to be a part of this virtual ceremony. This year, over 750 students are graduating from WVC. Graduates, you should be very proud. You have studied hard and persevered while balancing school, work, and family. You have accomplished all of this during unprecedented times and the upheaval caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Today's graduates may receive a Bachelor's of Science, an Associate of Arts degree, an Associate of Science or in Transfer degree, a Technical Professional degree, a GED, a high school degree, or a high school diploma with an Associate of Arts degree. We will begin our ceremony with a land acknowledgement by Livia Millard.
Waidaskoquas in Chai Squeak Luck Luck. Hello, my name is Livia Millard. I'm faculty member at the Wenatchee Valley College OMAC campus. I would like to acknowledge that we are on ancestral lands of the 12 tribes of the Colville Confederated Tribes, which include the Lakes, Colville, Okanagan, Moses Columbia, Wenatchee, Aniet, Chelan, Methow, Nesbilam, San Juan, Chief Joseph Band of the Nez Perce, and Palouse Indians, specifically the lands of the Wenatchee, Aniet, Chelan, and Yakima peoples of the Wenatchee campus and the Okanagan of the OMAC campus. These lands incorporate approximately 39 million acres in central Washington and southern British Columbia. We are honored to be using the land and recognize the privilege it is to do so and the trauma colonization created and still perpetuates today on Native peoples of these lands. We acknowledge that our nation and our institution have benefited from the free enslaved labor of Black people. We recognize the interconnected histories of Indigenous peoples who were forcibly removed from their land and the history of those who were forcibly brought to it. We acknowledge the immigrant labor that has contributed to the country as a critical labor force, including voluntary, involuntary, trafficked, forced, and undocumented peoples. We recognize and honor their important contributions. In these acknowledgements, we commit to the essential work of moving forward beyond awareness to action through meaningful changes at our institution and in our communities.
My name is Jim Richardson. I proudly serve as Wenatchee Valley College's president. I would like to begin by acknowledging our WVC faculty and staff for their dedication and hard work. This academic year has been tremendously challenging. I am proud of how everyone came together to ensure the best experience possible for our students. Each year at commencement, the President's Medal is awarded to 2 exemplary graduates, one from the Wenatchee campus and one from the OMAC campus. Characteristics of past President's Medal recipients have included academic excellence, high self-motivation, resiliency, and inspiration. This year's winner for the Wenatchee campus can be described as tenacious, proficient, and attentive, with a strong work ethic. As a model business economics student going back to school after working in the health industry for many years, was not without considerable reflection and self-evaluation. A person who loves learning and helping others, this student also strives to be a strong role model for their children, women, and people who struggle with mental illness. While at WVC, they have acquired the accounting and technical skills needed to run a consulting business, adding to the success of others in the community. I am pleased to congratulate Michelle Evans, Wenatchee's President's Medals recipient. The President's Medal recipient in OMAC worked hard to reach personal and academic goals and did so with a positive attitude. Described as an outstanding servant leader and role model, the student has served on the Student Senate for the last 3 years. As this year's ASWVC OMAC president, engaged students in creative ways and passionately supported sustainability and anti-racism efforts. While taking a heavy course load, completing the chemical dependency program and a transfer degree, this student also volunteered at the homeless shelter, securing donations from local organizations for students and community members. At WVC, with the encouragement from professors and staff and the experience gained as a Senate leader, the student now plans to pursue a degree in social work at Central Washington University. It is my pleasure to congratulate Belinda Robb Brown, OMAC's President Medal Award recipient. Many President's Medal winners have gone on to great achievements, have enhanced their communities, and even become professors here at WVC. I am excited for what the future holds for this year's winners, Michelle and Belinda. You have probably already read information about tonight's commencement speaker. I would like to draw your attention to her bio located in the program. Rocio's purpose in life is to inspire. She has been in this country since age 6. Her roots come from Mexico and Nicaragua. She came to the US as a little girl, not knowing all of the struggles and achievements she would experience for the next 28 years. Rocio is pursuing a master's degree in educational leadership, organizations, and entrepreneurship at the Harvard Graduate School of Education this fall. Nothing has ever stopped Rocio from going after her dreams. She graduated from the University of Washington with a BA in sociology in 2010. She is the executive director and co-founder of I Am Empowerment LLC, a transformational leadership organization. As an undocumented entrepreneur, she inspires others to believe in themselves. Please join me in welcoming Rocio Carrion.
Hello, class of 2021. There was a time when I couldn't even communicate that in English. Now I can say it in 2 languages. And many of you may have forgotten how valuable that is, to know more than 1 language. Así que, hola clase de 2021, hello class of 2021. I'm honored to be talking to you at this very moment, even if it's virtually. If you are not fully present in this moment, if you're distracted, I want you to take this moment and focus for a moment. Repeat these words after me. I belong here. Yo merezco estar aquí. I belong here. Yo merezco estar aquí. I belong here. Yo merezco estar aquí. Why did I ask you to repeat that phrase? Because although you have been physically, mentally, psychologically, and emotionally present, taking classes to get to this moment of graduation, you may still be having doubts. You may not have fully accepted that you belong here in this moment with your cap and gown, ready to graduate. As students of color, low income, first generation, and/or undocumented, it's challenging accepting our place in spaces we've been historically excluded from. If you fit one or more of these categories, you may still be doubting yourself. But you do deserve to be here, pero sí mereces estar aquí. You deserve the scholarships you received. Te mereces las becas que recibiste. You deserve your diploma. Te mereces tu diploma. Hold it proudly. Sosténlo con mucho orgullo. You deserve your career. Te mereces tu carrera. I am here to remind you that you earned it. You earned your spot in this institution. You earned your spot in the classroom. And you earned your spot at the table. Take up space, speak your mind, take chances, and go confidently into your career. You have earned it. You have earned it. You have earned it. And all of the achievements that are still yet to come for you, y todos los triunfos que todavía están por venir para ti, you will have earned them. Te los habrás ganado. All of you have a power that is only unique to you. It may look and sound similar to someone else's, but it's not. You may have inherited some of it from your ancestors. You may have learned some of it from your family, community, educators, or mentors. But only you have this inner power that you've been developing and nourishing all of these years. Your power is your aspiration, your resilience, your challenges that you've overcome, your drive, your motivation to move forward despite the rocks in your way, your ability to want to move forward despite being in a pandemic. Think about where your power comes from. Think about how you learn to use this power. Think about how you're going to grow your power. I believe that what makes a great motivational speaker is talking about our truth. Being honest with our truth, ser honestas con nuestra verdad. Being honest with our history, what made us, and what brought us here to this moment, to our caps and gowns. And what brought me here to speak to you, to your graduation ceremony with my cap. I can give you a long list of all of my achievements, and I will share some of those with you. But first, I want to talk to you about my obstacles, my failures, and my fight. Pero primero quiero hablarte sobre mis obstáculos, mis desafíos, fracasos, y sobre mi lucha. I feel proud of both, my obstacles and my fight. Me siento orgullosa de las dos, de mis obstáculos y de mi lucha. When I was in college, I often felt like an imposter. Cuando estaba en la universidad, muchas veces me sentía como una impostora. No sentía que merecía estar ahí. I didn't feel like I belonged there. In my mind, I could acknowledge all of the hard work and sacrifices to get there. And at the same time, my mind wouldn't fully believe I should be there. I was a young woman, student of color, low income, undocumented, and first generation, all of the above. Everything around me told me I did not belong there. I did not deserve to be there. Todo alrededor de mí me decía que no pertenecía, que no merecía estar ahí. But I did it anyway. I got my degree, pero aún lo logré. I did it despite what society expected of me. I did it despite my life circumstances. I am not my life circumstances. You are not your life circumstances. Yes, inequities still exist in our society. Bad things happen to good people, and life can be unfair. But we are more than the injustices that have been done to us. We are more than the obstacles we have lived through, and we are more than what people may think of us based on assumptions they make of us. At the end of the day, you are who you are, and you know who you are, why you're here, and where you're headed. As an undergraduate student, every time I began to doubt myself or felt like giving up, I also began to think about all of the sacrifices my family had to make so that I could be here in this school, in this country. I would say to myself, Rocio, you have to fight. Me decía, Rocío, tienes que luchar. Not just for my family's sacrifices, but for me, for my future. No nomás por los sacrificios de mi familia, pero por mí y por mi futuro. At that time, I didn't know it, but I had a lot of trauma. And I know that a lot of you can relate to that. I was always thinking about money and my job and how to balance it with school. Where was I going to live next quarter? I was worried that one day I might get deported and be separated from my family. I felt less than some of my peers at times. There was a point where I almost dropped out of college because life was too much to handle it all at once. That was very real for me. There was a point where my grades slipped and I began to feel like I wasn't smart enough. That was also really hard for me. And after I graduated, I felt more lost than ever. I was an undocumented immigrant with a college degree I could not use because I didn't have the proper documentation to apply for the jobs I qualified for. Luckily, I was able to get a job at a tax company, but not as a tax consultant or even as a receptionist. I got a job as a waiver. You know, those people out there waving their signs, jumping around, trying to get your attention. And in a Statue of Liberty costume. I'm sure you've seen them around. Well, there I was, recently graduated with a bachelor's degree as an undocumented immigrant in a Statue of Liberty costume, jumping up and down back in my hometown. I remember feeling ashamed for a moment, but oh, did I humble down real quick. I humbled down because I remembered I was not above anyone or this job. I was working and I knew eventually that I would reach the job I wanted. This same job was a stepping stone to my first professional job. The owner and supervisor saw how hard I worked and how I went above and beyond my duties. There was a moment where they lacked interpreters and I was asked to come in and work in the office, so I accepted. There was a moment when they wanted to create a more creative marketing plan and asked me to go around town in my Statue of Liberty costume and drop off flyers to firefighters, police officers, to educators and other public services. And guess what I did? I accepted. I danced so good and did my waving job so well that another Liberty tax supervisor wanted to steal me away. What can I say? It was the cumbias. In reality, it was my attitude and my mindset. My mindset changed and my attitude did as well, and how I felt about this job and where I was headed in life. When I asked my supervisor, she would fill out a recommendation sheet for a job I was applying to. She wrote a letter of recommendation instead, because she felt that a simple fill in the blank sheet would not do me justice. I would not be good enough to express what she wanted to say about me and my qualities. She wrote an incredible letter of recommendation for me that was part of getting my foot in the door for my educational professional career. So what else contributed to me being humbled? It wasn't necessarily that I was out there for hours in a funny suit, or that people would sometimes flip me off. Yes, flip me off, or throw things at me. That would happen too. Just for doing my job. I could get past that humiliation. It was a man who decided to talk to me one day, interrupting my hard-working time to say this to me. Now, don't you wish you went to college? You see, he assumed I didn't go to college. And the worst part wasn't his judgment of me not possibly having gone to college, but his mentality of judging me working at a job like that, a job that he believed was beneath him or society. If we have learned anything from this pandemic is that we're all essential, and the type of job we choose to do or the type of job we get to do to survive is a good job to have. We should never judge someone based on the job they have or if they have a degree or not. We must rise above judgments and assumptions of our community and uplift each other. I won't deny the fact that having a college degree is an amazing accomplishment, but we should respect our community that didn't get a chance to get here. because you know it's not easy. And some people just choose a different path and different direction in their lives, or they didn't have the opportunity like we did. We all have jobs society needs. I will never forget that man's voice as he said, "Now, don't you wish you went to college?" And I will never forget the look he gave me, the judgment in his tone and the judgment in his eyes. This man decided to take the time to stop and say this to me without knowing who I was or what my story was. I have to admit, I allowed him to hurt me that day. When I got off work, I stayed in my car for a while and I cried with so much pain. But after I cried it out, talked it through with my family, and cried some more, I decided that no one would ever humiliate me like that again. And I don't mean that in the way that I won't let someone speak to me like that, but I committed to myself that I would not allow anyone's words to hurt me like that, because I know who I am, what my story is, what sacrifices I've made, what my worth is, and what my purpose is in this world, and that is to inspire. I went to work the next day with my head held up high. I spun my sign. I got everybody's attention with so much joy. And I danced with more rhythm. No one will ever fully know your story. And even if they do get to know parts of that story, they may still never understand or empathize with it. And that's okay. People will continue to judge you, misunderstand you, and project their unresolved issues and insecurities towards you. But you have the power to decide what to do with it. And that doesn't always have to be alone. I found a community to lean on, and I continue to do that now. Ask yourself, who is my community? How can you build your community of support where you're headed? Just as there are people out there who misjudge us and want to hurt us, there are so many people out there who empathize with us, love us, care about us, want to help us, and they want to see us succeed. Keep those people close. Today, I have more control of my life. The obstacles still exist, but my mindset has changed. I am stronger. I am more aware of my worth, and I know I belong here and in any space I wish to be. I have my own business called I Am Empowerment, and I have been an undocumented entrepreneur for 5 years. I'm about to launch 2 other businesses that serve my community. I'm still undocumented and I'm still standing high. I will be going to the Harvard Graduate School of Education this fall, and I will be entering school this time around with the right mindset. I belong there. I deserve to be there. And I will walk to my graduation ceremony proud with my cap, proud of this degree, and proud of the degree that I will be holding in my hands that day. Remember, your degree is part of you, but not all of you. But it is a great part of you. My intention with sharing pieces of my story was not to compare our struggles, but to tell you that the reality is that obstacles are always going to present themselves in our lives. But your mindset has everything to do with how you react to those obstacles and what you do about them. You can have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. Puedes tener una mentalidad fija o una mentalidad de crecimiento. A person with a fixed mindset doesn't allow change in their life and allows obstacles to define their life. A person with a growth mindset allows change in their life and figures out solutions when obstacles come your way. A person with a fixed mindset feels threatened by other people's success. A person with a growth mindset feels inspired by other people's success. All of you have made it here through a growth mindset. Not only did you make it here, but you made it through a pandemic. And that should go on your resume because it shouldn't go unrecognized. It's a big deal. You did all of this while being on survival mode. I truly admire each and one of you. And I hope you are putting in the same effort of taking care of your mental, emotional, and physical well-being as you have been putting in your educational and career goals. It's equally as important to take care of yourself. I want to congratulate you once again for this great achievement in your life. Congratulations, class of 2021. Felicidades, clase de 2021. A few reminders. You belong here. Tú mereces estar aquí. You are more than your life circumstances. You earned your seat at the table. Take up space, speak your mind, use your voice. Take chances, apply to that job, negotiate that salary. Walk with confidence in any space you show up. Only you know your story, your path, who you are, and where you want to go, where you're headed. Find a community of support, network, and get mentors. Uplift your community. Take care of your health. We can't control what life does to us, but we can control what we do with our life. I'm going to say that one more time. We can't control what life does to us, but we can control what we do with our life. You have control over your life choices. Make the best of them. Continue to develop a growth mindset. Know your worth and add tax. Know your power, nourish that power, and bring it out to the world. You belong here, you belong here, you belong here. Tú mereces estar aquí, tú mereces estar aquí, tú mereces estar aquí. Some would say that you're about to enter the real world. I say you entered the real world the day you were born. You've been living it. You already know how to navigate it. You just need to remember your power, who you are, and that you deserve it. Live your best life by going after what you want with the acknowledgement and belief that you deserve to be there, because you do.
Hello, everyone. First, let me extend my congratulations to our 2021 graduating class. To graduate from college anytime is a reason for celebration. To do so during a pandemic, well, that is truly historic. Well done, graduates. 5 minutes. I asked for some direction on speaking today and was told, say whatever you want. You have a time limit of 5 minutes. I was surprised. I mean, I could spend 5 minutes just thanking you for this honor. I can't think of anything more rewarding than being recognized as an advocate for student views. Thank you, Belinda, for nominating me, and thank you, associated students of Wenatchee Valley College, for selecting me. Please know I am very grateful. So what can I really do with 5 minutes? I thought I could talk really fast, like those pharmaceutical commercials, where they warn people about the drug's adverse effects and advocate all responsibility for anything that happens. But no, I didn't think that would be very effective. And it's really hard to talk that fast for even 5 minutes. And unfortunately, I don't have access to Hermione Granger's time turner. So I thought, what I have noticed is that people today seem to be great multitaskers. I know this because I see a lot of people walking, dining, and traveling while attached to their phones. And they seem to be able to still text, Snapchat, and even create TikTok videos at the same time. In fact, I would guess you are multitasking right now. You may be watching this, but I expect you may also be eating, drinking, hopefully partying. I mean, this is your graduation, and maybe watching sports or binge watching Netflix at the same time. So that's what I'm asking you to do. Do all of that and watch these slides that have been streaming while I share a story. You see, about the time I was asked to make this presentation, a family member had a serious debilitating accident. The surgery was not as successful as hoped and the pain excruciating. My family member spent time grieving about the loss, but then decided she couldn't live like that. This is COVID, so everything is even more challenging. But she found herself a physical therapist to come to her house and help her. She found an acupuncturist to come to the house to help her. And she found an energy medicine practitioner to come to the house and help her. Her son remarked, "Mom, you have your own dream team." And when she told me this, she said, "And Jean, you are part of my dream team." Well, I was stunned. What could I do from 3,000 miles away? But sometimes just listening and caring can be enough. Miles apart, but still, I looked for ways to help and felt important to be asked. And I thought, we all need a dream team. And so what you're seeing on these slides is part of the dream team of the Wenatchee Valley College community. of which you are part. These are just some of the present and former faculty, staff, associates, and alumni, all who unhesitantly agreed to help with this presentation, all who took time to share something of themselves and share some advice for you, our graduates. There are many more who are on your dream team and who I could have asked, but I just ran out of time. You have your friends and family who are on your dream team, but you have all these people as well. We are better and we build better when we do it together. So my challenge to you is to find your dream team, the one you're supposed to be on for others, and the one that's there for you. Some assembly required. To conclude, I want to thank everyone who contributed to this presentation, and thank you graduates, families, and friends for listening. I hope you'll take some time later, rewind, and take another look at these slides and the wealth of experience and advice your dream team has created for you. And I leave you with my own slide of advice. Act with integrity, question everything, be kind, and always, always push the envelope. Thank you, congratulations, and have a great life.
Thank you, Rocio Carrion and Jean Rogers, for your inspiring words. My name is Todd Treat, Vice President of Instruction at Wenatchee Valley College. Each year, the faculty at Wenatchee Valley College nominate and select a peer for special recognition for the Linda Schultz Herzog Outstanding Faculty Award. This year's award winner is Dave Burns. We also want to honor outstanding and academic achievement award graduates as selected by our faculty, or in the case for OMAC, students who achieve a 4.0 cumulative GPA. All of our students will receive plaques honoring their achievements. For Wenatchee, I'm pleased to recognize Rachel Caudell, Louise Rodriguez, Concepcion Diaz, Carly Harris. And in OMAC, Michaela Leanne Gardenier, Mariah Michaela Martinez, Chrisana Schrebel, and Eliza Grace Sylvester. Every year, the Board of Trustees selects a student to receive the Transforming Lives Award. The award recognizes an outstanding student whose life has been transformed by pursuing higher education at a community college. This year's Transforming Lives Award nominee is Brianna Pardo, a Wenatchee Valley College at OMAC alumna. At WVC at OMAC, Brianna completed her Associate of Technical Science in Nursing and Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Brianna graduated in 2018 as part of the inaugural BSN class. While attending WVC at OMAC, Brianna's mother died from terminal cancer and her brother died from a drug overdose. Despite her family losses and being a single mom, Brianna became heavily involved in student government and extracurricular groups and graduated with a 3.9 GPA. Brianna says, "I have community college to thank for my education. There's a world of opportunity in the nursing field, and I can't wait to see where my career takes me." Congratulations to all. And now for a special message from our Board of Trustees.
The Board of Trustees exists to help guide the college in fulfilling its mission. The importance of that mission is never more apparent than at graduation. We take great pride in seeing the students of WVC take ownership of their lives and their future by pursuing their education. Despite the unusual and unfortunate events of the past year, you have persisted and overcome. To the class of 2021, you have our sincere congratulations. The journey toward your education is only the first step toward a brighter future. We cannot wait to see what you achieve next. Go Knights!
I now have the honor to present the 2021 graduating class of Wenatchee Valley College. Dr. Richardson, President of Wenatchee Valley College and Board of Trustees. On behalf of the faculty at Wenatchee Valley College, I have the honor and pleasure of presenting the candidates for their chosen degree or certificate and hereby declare that they have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the program in which they are enrolled and recommend that you confer such awards upon them tonight. By the power that has been vested in you by the Board of Trustees of Wenatchee Valley College, upon recommendation of the faculty, it is my pleasure to request WVC confer the degrees, the certificates, and diplomas to the graduating class of 2021. Congratulations, WVC class of 2021 graduates.
Associate of Arts and Science Transfer Degree graduates: Areli Acevedo, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Ashley A. Agron, Associate in Business; Cassandra May Alanese, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Maxwell J. Amadio, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Emilia A. Arinez de la Vega, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Yasmin Arredondo Avila, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Alexis G. Avil, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Myra Avila, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Nancy Avina, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Jorianna Liza Balls, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Gladiola Elizabeth Banuelos Bustillos, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Gabriella Diane Bartlett, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Jenica Arbever Rose, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Audrey Benge, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Madison Marie Bertram, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Ruben Blanco, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Zeta Bravo, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Maria de Los Angeles Bricenio Rodriguez, Associate in Business; Turun Leah Brown, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Andreas Louis Broxson, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Amy Lorraine Bircher, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Cole Bussert, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Aniisa Bustos, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Jose Camarillo Aviles, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Kevin Angel Campos Santana, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Katie Faye Canada, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Carla M. Cazares Ares, Associate in Science; Julie Zia Cervantes, Associate in Arts and Sciences; Taylin Faith Chamberlain, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Annie Jasmine Chavez Gomez, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Olivia R. Christensen, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Morgan Sue Colvin, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Cadence J. Compton, Associate in Arts and Sciences.
Go Kids!
Leonel Coria, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Riley Kathleen Cox, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Cascade Crumb, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Lucero Cuevas, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Adriana Yulisa Cuevas Sandoval, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Taylor Dahl, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Alina Michelle Day, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Washington State High School Diploma. Nathan Allen DeVries, Associate in Arts and Sciences.
Everyone for helping me where I am at today, and I can't wait to work.
Joseph M. Dory, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Brandy Eldridge, Associate in Arts and Sciences. John Edward Esquivel, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Sabrina Estes, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Kayla Evans, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Kyle Evans, Associate in Science. Gracie S. Falk, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Riley Fisher, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Hannah Flores Gonzalez, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Victoria Fonseca, Associate in Science. Cameron N. Fowler, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Sebastian Garcia, Associate in Science. Gabriela Garcia Pascual, Associate in Science. Aaron Andrew Gibson, Associate in Science. Isabel N. Gill, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Brenda Gil Munoz, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Jada Gladen, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Nuvia N. Godina, Associate in Business. Flor Denise Gonzalez, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Natalie V. González Fajardo, Associate in Arts y Sciences. Abelardo L. Gonzalez Rosario, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Daisy Hope Griffith, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Danielle Guerrero, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Jacqueline Asusana Guerrero Albertin, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Jade and Gunderson, Associate in Arts and Sciences, Associate in General Studies. Cadence Harden, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Star S. Hernandez, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Giselle Hernandez Zafra, Associate in Business. Riley Ann Hirsch, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Addison J. Hoffman, Associate in Science. Ava Catherine Holmes, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Emily N. Husted, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Washington State High School Diploma. Connie Jimenez Vasquez, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Elliot Ross Keys, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Conrad Jacob Lake, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Madeline Larson, Associate in Science. Washington State High School Diploma. Jessica Laurel, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Benjamin John Lead, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Celeste Alyssa Lewis, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Catherine M. Liek, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Juan Antonio Linares, Associate in Science. Garrett Maxwell Long, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Giovanna Lopez, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Odalis A. Lopez, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Shakira Lopez, Associate in Science. Gabriela Lopez Isidro, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Mireya Lopez Mercado, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Maya Danielle Lowe, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Zachary Lukin, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Nicole Christine, Associate in General Studies. Omar Marquez, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Angela Martinez Preciado, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Gabriela Martinez, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Yatsari Martinez Guerra, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Olivia Matthews, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Elino Mendez Beneda, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Wendy Mendoza, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Araceli Mendoza Ayala, Associate in Arts and Sciences.
Gracias a mi mami, gracias a mi papi, and congratulations, class of 2021, we did it.
Jack James Mitchell, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Lindy Moyer, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Gilberto Mora Arcio, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Daisy Mora Canchola, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Elizabeth and Morgan, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Washington State High School Diploma. Nathan Andrew Morgan, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Washington State High School Diploma. Olga Murillo, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Luis G. Navarrete Lazoya, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Jasmine Negretti, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Vivian One, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Madeline C. Nissen, Associate in General Studies. Kelsey Elizabeth Nunez, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Alejandra Isabel Oliveira Pimentel, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Yolanda del Carmen Olvera, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Saida Salome Olvera Rodriguez, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Eric J. Owen, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Victoria Isabel Penning, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Jennifer Jacqueline Perez, Associate in Business. Grace Alicia Pope, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Melody Portillo Nava, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Lucia Grace Powers, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Travis Lyle Prey, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Ernestina Quiñones Rodriguez, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Kevin Carlos Quinteros, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Giselle Ramos Guerrero, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Elke Ryder, Associate in Arts and Sciences, Associate in Applied Science. Criminal Justice. Kara Ellen Richards, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Drew Aaron Richardson, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Chase A. Richmond, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Washington State High School Diploma. Emily A. Richmond, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Washington State High School Diploma. Leticia Rios Aguinaga, Associate in Science. Lizbeth Rivera Estrada, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Vanessa Rodriguez Herrera, Associate in Arts and Sciences.
I want to give a huge thank you to my family, friends, and the entire camp staff for the constant support and motivation. Love you all, and once again, congratulations, class of 2021.
Isaac Rosales, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Mia C. Rylarsdam, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Mia Spate San Nicolas, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Rosemary Sanchez Gonzalez, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Michelle Sanchez Rossetti, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Anais Santa Cruz Garcia, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Samantha Jo Scapman, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Megan Nicole Schleiman, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Sarah Raylan Simmons, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Diego Cedio Herrera, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Aidan Slade, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Taylor Smith, Associate in Business. Hector Solario, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Stephanie Solario, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Shelby Lynn Stimmel, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Josephine Story, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Callista Strickland, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Zoe Michael Sundit, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Perla Marina Tejada Giles, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Karina Elizabeth Tobar, Associate in Science. Tyler Scott Trim, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Courtney Ulrich, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Juan Antonio Uvale Echeverria, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Luigi V. Valdivia, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Ana Valdivines Covarrubias, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Iris Sarai Vargas Hernandez, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Carlos Vega, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Jair Alejandro Verduzco, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Esmeralda Villa Magaña, Associate in Arts y Sciences. Celeste Villalobos, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Emma Wendorf, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Jaden Samira Wirtz, Associate in Science. McKenna White, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Malia Joyanne Whitmore, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Noemi Zaldivar Sanchez, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Nayeli Zavala, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Julissa Zavala Melendrez, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Ana Cristina Zavala Morales, Associate in Arts y Sciences. Alejandro Zagala, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Jalen Zuniga Diaz, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Associate in Technical Sciences degree graduates. Dayan Selene Acevedo Méndez, Associate in Technical Science. Medical Laboratory Technology.
Quiero agradecer a mis padres, hermanas, familiares y amigos que apoyaron mi proceso. Thank you, family, friends, and professors for your support. I'm excited for the next chapter as a lab technician.
Isabel Arroyo, Associate in Technical Science, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Radiologic Technology. Daniela Carrillo, Associate in Technical Science. Early Childhood Education. Carlos Jose Herrera Pacheco, Associate in Technical Science. Environmental Systems and Refrigeration Technology. Reina M. Herrera Pacheco, Associate in Technical Science. Business, Computer Tech NTWK Admin, Computer Tech. Shannon Q. In, Associate in Technical Science. Radiologic Technology. Jose Manuel Lolo, Associate in Technical Sciences. Environmental Systems and Refrigeration Technology. Salvador Alejandro Martinez Chavarin, Associate in Technical Sciences, Associate in Science. Horticulture and Tree Fruit Production. Cynthia 1, Associate in Technical Science. Chemical Dependency Studies. Ruth R. Pons, Associate in Technical Science. Criminal Justice, Corrections Certificate. Sulema Quintero, Associate in Technical Science. Medical Laboratory Technology. Sulema Quintero, Associate in Technical Science. Medical Laboratory Technology. Lori Monique Reyna, Associate in Technical Science. Chemical Dependency Studies. Jose J. Reyes Garcia, Associate in Technical Science. Business Computer Technology. Marcia Elizabeth Rivera Ruiz, Associate in Technical Science. Sustainability Viticulture Sustainability Test. Kyle Rush, Associate in Technical Science. Computer Tech NTWK Admin, Computer Tech Cert. Mark I. Shelton, Associate in Technical Science. Environmental Systems and Refrigeration Technology. Erica Sheridan, Associate in Technical Science. Medical Laboratory Technology. Ronald J. Vincent, Associate in Technical Science. Computer Tech NTWK Admin, Computer Tech Cert. Associate in Nursing Degree Graduates. Maya Agigi, Associate in Nursing. Eli Martin Aguilar, Associate in Nursing. Kirsten Jenny Boyack, Associate in Nursing, Associate in Arts and Sciences. Carly Bozit, Associate in Nursing. Michaela Lynn Childress, Associate in Nursing. Joseph William Dalkey, Associate in Nursing, Brianna M. Gustafson, Associate in Nursing. Michaela Inez Hoyer, Associate in Nursing. Craig Johnston, Associate in Nursing. Mateo Ray Maestas, Associate in Nursing. Jonah Manning, Associate in Nursing. Keely Pingree, Associate in Nursing. Claire Rader, Associate in Nursing. Crystal Rang, Associate in Nursing. Luis Martin Rodriguez, Associate in Nursing. Yesenia Solano, Associate in Nursing. Lindsay Stone, Associate in Nursing. Brandy Tushak, Associate in Nursing. Amelia Grace Wingard Phillips, Associate in Nursing. Raquel Wisemore, Associate in Nursing. Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree graduates. Suzanne Alexander, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Daniela Dershio, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Jennifer Crystal Dominguez, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Allison T. Keeler, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Wilhelmina E. Rotler, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Taylor Lee Willard, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Bachelor of Applied Science degree graduates. Patricio L. Alvarez, Bachelor of Applied Science, Engineering Technology. Leonardo Enrique Avendano Leon, Bachelor of Applied Science, Associate in Science, Engineering Technology.
Hello, it's Leo here. I want to say that I'm thankful for this moment and that none of this will be possible without God. I want to thank my family for all their support.
Associate in Applied Sciences degree graduates. Ricardo D. Angel, Associate in Applied Science, Early Childhood Education.
I can't believe I made it. It's been a long journey. I really want to thank my wife and my family for the great support. Thank you. I love you all.
Bradley J. Daniels, Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Technical Science, Associate in Arts and Sciences, Engineering Technology, Drafting Technology. Danielle Lynn Johnston, Associate in Applied Science, Graphic Design. Roxana K. Lome Sotelo, Associate in Applied Science, Sustainable and Organic Agriculture. Mia N. Lopez, Associate in Applied Science, Associate in General Studies, Graphic Design.
Finally! Finally! Finally!
Ali Ana Lopez Montez, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice. Nora Valle, Associate in Applied Science. Early Childhood Education.
Thanks to my family, my 3 kids, Monica, Andres, Daniel. I just want to give thanks to my teachers. They give me the knowledge.
Certificates and high school 21+ degree graduates. Charlie Blanc. HS plus high school diploma. Kathleen P. Cleveland. Certifications in Design and Industrial Technology. Digital Design, Drafting Technology. Tanya K. Lopez. Certifications in Early Childhood Education. State Short General, State Short Initial. Megan Nicole Kirschbaum. HS plus high school diploma. Neftali Mendoza. HS plus high school diploma. Erica Yolanda Meraz Gutierrez. HS plus high school diploma. KC Ruggles. Medical Assistant Certificate. Josefina Sloan. HS plus high school diploma. Tiffany Janae Wagner. HS plus high school diploma. Congratulations to all graduates. We are so proud of you.
Wenatchee Valley College Class of 2021, on behalf of the WVC Executive Team, congratulations!
We are so proud of you, Class of 2021. Congratulations, you did it.
On behalf of the Wenatchee Valley College Foundation and the Alumni Network, congratulations to the Class of 2021. Congratulations!
Congratulations, graduates, you did it! Especially to my Senate team, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for all your hard work this year. Yay!
Angie Redmond in the math faculty. I wanted to give a big shout out to all of you graduates. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Wenatchee Valley College graduates. This is Barbara Oldham, the librarian. And I'd just like to give you one little tip. Fall down 7 times, stand up 8 times.
Here's the story of the Campus Life Department
that was getting ready for graduation.
All the staff are excited for celebrating.
The class of 2021.
You all did it when times were tough.
Through Zoom and distant learning, you did not give up.
You are finally all done.
Congrats, class of 2021.
Felicidades, Campus Life.
This is gonna be the best day of my life.
Congratulations! Joan Kazi from Geography here. Well done, graduates.
This is Gabe Zavala, Student Rec Center Manager. Congratulations, Class of 2021. You did it.
Emerson Piquier of the Spanish Department at WVC. Congrats, Class of 2021.
On behalf of the Wenatchee Valley College Foundation Board, we'd like to say to you, congratulations!
Congratulations! Good luck with your careers. Congrats, you guys are going to do great. Congratulations. Good luck on everything. Congratulations. Good luck.
Congratulations, Class of 2021 from the crew of the Medical Assistant Program.
Congratulations. Well done. Nice work. Congratulations. You did it.
Hey, Wenatchee Valley College graduates from 2021. The Wenatchee Valley College Nursing Department says congratulations and way to go.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Hello, this is Patricia Maher from the Nespelum campus, and congratulations!
Peter Donnie from English. Congratulations, graduates.
On behalf of the Public Information Office, congratulations!
Hi, everyone. This is Rob Fitch from the Biology Department. Congratulations on graduation from Wenatchee Valley College. I wish you the best of continued success in all your academic work, your career choices, and all you do in life. Congratulations once again.
Congratulations, graduates. You did it.
Congratulations, graduating class of 2021 from the Department of Student Success.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. You showed up, you worked hard, and you graduated. We're so proud of you. Congratulations from TRIO Student Support Services. Congratulations on your graduation.
We are so proud of our TRIO scholars and all of the WVC graduates.
Celebrate your achievements and best wishes in your next adventure.
Congratulations.
Neil Krasky, Math Department in OMAC. Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, WVC graduates.
Congratulations.
Carlson, who teaches English.
And this is Barbara Oldham, who teaches library skills. I'm in the library.
And we would like to say a few things, like, let your craving to know keep burning.
Because, oh, the places you will go if you keep learning.
Burning and learning, baby, that's what it's all about.
Message from Washington Governor Jay Inslee. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Hello, Governor Jay Inslee here, and I would like to congratulate you all on your graduation. The last year of your education so far was likely very different than you anticipated. We know the COVID-19 pandemic has impacted every part of our lives, which makes the achievements we're celebrating today even more incredible. You are truly a historic graduating class. You've persevered, found new ways to learn, and you've adapted to a completely different learning environment. Now, thanks to the development of life-saving COVID-19 vaccines, we're approaching the light at the end of the tunnel. And as we reflect on the incredible challenges and difficulties of the last year, let's also consider the opportunities that lie ahead. Opportunities that will be maximized by getting these vaccines. We hope that you do, to protect yourselves and your loved ones. You have such a bright future. And I'm excited to see how each of you will use your education to make an impact, from tackling the local and global challenges brought on by the climate crisis, to developing new technologies, putting people to work, from addressing social and economic inequalities, to finding new treatments and cures to fight illnesses, to building businesses that can make sure that we help our communities keep moving up. And that's what we always do in Washington State. These are enormous challenges in the world today, and we will need each of you to help if we want to solve them. We know the last year has pushed us to completely reimagine our society too. You're all graduating into a world more ready for change, and I can't wait to see what you do with it. So congratulations to the class of 2021. We need you. You showed up, and now you're going to lead our state to a better future. Good luck.